CorelDRAW is a vector graphics editor developed and marketed by Corel Corporation of Ottawa, Canada. It is also the name of Corel's graphics suite, which bundles CorelDRAW with a bitmap image editor, Corel Photo-Paint, and other graphics-related programs. The latest version is designated X7, and was released in March 2014. History: in 1987, Corel hired software engineers Michel Boulan and Pat Byrne to develop a vector-based illustration program to bundle with their desktop publishing systems. That program, CorelDRAW, was initially released in 1989. CorelDRAW 1X and 2X runs under Windows 2X and 3.0. CorelDRAW 3.0 came into its own with Microsoft's release of Windows 3.1. The inclusion of TrueType in Windows 3.1 transformed CorelDRAW into a serious illustration program capable of using system-installed outline fonts without requiring third-party software such as Adobe Type Manager. Paired with a photo editing program, a font manager and several other pieces of software, it was also part of the first all-in-one graphics suite. Features by version. Features: supported platforms. CorelDRAW was originally developed for Microsoft Windows 3 and currently runs on Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8. The current version, X7, was released on March 27, 2014. Versions for Mac OS and Mac OS X were at one time available, but due to poor sales these were discontinued. The last port for Linux was version 9 and the last version for OS X was version 11. Also, up until version 5, CorelDRAW was developed for Windows 3.1X, CTOS and OS/2. Characteristic features: several innovations to vector-based illustration originated with CorelDRAW, a node edit tool that operates differently on different objects, fit text to path, stroke before fill, quick fill stroke color selection palettes, perspective projections, mesh fills and complex gradient fills. CorelDRAW differentiates itself from its competitors in a number of ways. The first is its positioning as a graphics suite, rather than just a vector graphics program. A full range of editing tools allow the user to adjust contrast, color balance, change the format from RGB to CMYK, add special effects such as vignettes and special borders to bitmaps. Bitmaps can also be edited more extensively using Corel Photo-Paint, opening the bitmap directly from CorelDRAW and returning to the program after saving. It also allows a laser to cut out any drawings. CorelDRAW is capable of handling multiple pages along with multiple master layers. Multi-page documents are easy to create and edit and the Corel print engine allows for booklet and other imposition, so even simple printers can be used for producing finished documents. One of the useful features for single and multi-page documents is the ability to create linked text boxes across documents that can be resized and moved while the text itself resets and flows through the boxes. Useful for creating and editing multi-article newsletters, etc. Smaller items, like business cards, invitations, etc., can be designed to their final page size and imposed to the printer's sheet size for cost-effective printing. An additional print merge feature allows full personalization for many things like numbered raffle tickets, individual invitations, membership cards and more. CorelDRAW's competitors include Adobe Illustrator and Zara Photo and Graphic Designer. Although all of these are vector-based illustration programs, the user experience differs greatly between them. While these programs will read their native file types and vice versa, the translation is rarely perfect. CorelDRAW can open Adobe PDF files, Adobe PageMaker, Microsoft Publisher and Word, and other programs can print documents to PDF using the Adobe PDF WRITER printer driver, which CorelDRAW can then open and edit every aspect of the original layout and design. CorelDRAW can also open PowerPoint presentations and other Microsoft Office formats with little or no problem. CorelDRAW Graphics Suite. Over time, additional components were developed or acquired and bundled with CorelDRAW. The list of bundled packages usually changes somewhat from one release to the next, though there are several mainstays that have remained in the package for many releases now, including PowerTrace, Photo-Paint, and Capture. Below is a list of the applications and utilities included in the latest version of CorelDRAW Graphics Suite. Applications: CorelDRAW X7, a vector illustration and page layout application; Corel Photo-Paint X7, an image editing application; Corel Power Trace X7, a utility that is embedded in CorelDRAW and allows you to trace bitmap images and convert them to editable vector graphics; Corel Connect X7, a full-screen browser that allows you to browse and search for content that is available on the Content Exchange or on the websites of online content providers; Corel Website Creator, an application that helps you create websites and design web pages; Corel Capture, a utility that allows you to capture images from your computer screen, supporting applications; Barcode Wizard, a wizard that lets you generate barcodes; Duplexing Wizard, a wizard that helps you optimize your work for printing two-sided documents; Bitstream Font Navigator, a font manager that helps you manage fonts; Photo Zoom Pro 3, a plugin that lets registered users enlarge digital images and export them from Corel Photo-Paint; What the Font, an online font identification service that is integrated with CorelDRAW; ConceptShare, an online collaboration tool that lets you share your work with others; CDR file format. In its first versions, the CDR file format was a completely proprietary file format primarily used for vector graphic drawings and developed by Corel Corporation, recognizable by the first 2 bytes of the file being WL. Starting with CorelDRAW 3, the file format changed to a resource interchange file format envelope, recognizable by the first 4 bytes of the file being RIF, and a CDR VRSN in bytes 9 to 15, with the *** being in early versions just a blank, and beginning with CorelDRAW 4, the version number of the writing program in hexadecimal. The actual data chunk of the RIF remains a Corel proprietary format. There is no publicly available CDR file format specification. Other CorelDRAW file formats include CorelDRAW Compressed, CorelDRAW Template and Corel Presentation Exchange. In December 2006, the SK1 open source project team started to reverse engineer the CDR format. The results and the first working snapshot of the CDR importer were presented at the LibreGraphics Meeting 2007 conference taking place in May 2007 in Montreal. Later on, the team parsed the structure of other Corel formats with the help of the open source CDR Explorer. As of 2008, the SK1 project claims to have the best import support for CorelDRAW file formats among open source software programs. The SK1 project developed also the UniConverter, a command-line open source tool which supports conversion from CorelDRAW v7x4 formats to other formats. UniConverter is also used in Inkscape and Scribe as open source projects as an external tool for CorelDRAW files importing. In 2007, Microsoft blocked CDR file format in Microsoft Office 2003 with the release of Service Pack 3 for Office 2003. Microsoft later apologized for inaccurately blaming the CDR file format and other formats for security problems in Microsoft Office and released some tools for solving this problem. In 2012, the joint LibreOffice Relab team implemented libcdr, a library for reading CDR files from V1 to the currently latest X6 version and CMX files. The library has extensive support for shapes and their properties, including support for color management and spot colors, and as a basic support for text. The library provides a built-in converter to SVG, and a converter to Open Document is provided by WriterPerfect package. The libcdr library is expected to be used in LibreOffice 3.6, and thanks to public API it can be freely used by other applications. Support in other applications. CDR file format import is partially or fully supported in following applications: Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Corel Paint Shop Photo Pro, Corel WordPerfect Office, Inkscape with UniConverter installed. Partial support: LibreOffice with libcdr installed, CorelDRAW 1 to X6, Macromedia Freehand, CorelDRAW 7, 8, Microsoft Visio 2002, CorelDRAW. Drawing file versions 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0 and 7.0, Corel ClipArt, SK1, partial support, Zara Designer Pro and Zara Photo and Graphic Designer, early versions of CorelDRAW CDR and CMX, see also, comparison of vector graphics editors, comparison of raster to vector conversion software, notes and references. External links, CorelDRAW X7 official site, old CorelDRAW 4 product announcement.